How we doing? Good morning. Good morning. It's a lovely, lovely Thursday. Hope you guys are all enjoying your morning. Good morning. Get money. Good morning. Get money. But so far, what do we got? We got candle 2 closure here. Lovely day to steal my trades. Payout just hit. Bang. When that check hits the bank. But it's 9 o'clock, 9:06. Candle 2 closure here. Candle 3. We had that slow expansion yesterday. And then today we finally tagged the high that I wanted. Right? So I'm looking for continuation longs, but I'll be honest. I already swept previous day high and this liquidity right here. If you go look at everything else, this is looking kind of bearish. I'm not going to lie. 7-hour profile, daily profile. I mean, London is high a day currently. Asia's low a day. It kind of just looks like consolidation, if I'm being honest. We could sweep Asia low, then go higher. Or like a New York reversal. For longs, that's kind of what you're looking for the long idea. Or some kind of SMT down here, right? To get long. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing across the indices right now. If it does want to sell off, it makes sense for us to sweep previous day high and then sell, right? But I'm hoping we continue this party to the upside today. As for gold, because remember our topics, we covered our bias. Because we're in a candle 4 here. Key news, which there isn't any really. POIs. And then our giveaway. Shout out Todd. He won the giveaway yesterday. So I have blue tagged here for bullish bias at the moment. Gold, also blue. We're kind of selling off here into this imbalance, into these down close candles. We're at the 50% of the previous day. You kind of have some failure swings here, right? That I'm kind of looking at, but the same thing has happened here with gold. You swept previous day high and we're back in the range now. So if you look, off that pump with the tweet talking about we're close to resolution on the conflict, we're still at 50%. They can want to turn here. We need to really see how we open. Otherwise, I'm kind of just seeing this as another candle 2 to head lower. It's already kind of looking like that. But just based off this candle 2 closure, I want to see how we react here. If we just kind of keep selling off, then my eye just kind of goes down here to these lows. So we'll monitor that. But yeah, as for POIs, not much on the higher time frames. If you look at the daily, again, this high we were targeting, daily imbalance right here. It's smaller, but it's been hit. And we swept the high. So I wouldn't blame the market for wanting to sell off this. But 7-hour wise, you have the weekly being taken out, right? Weekly low. And we're back inside the range off this weekly imbalance right here. So we really need to see. We've swept some liquidity now. Does it now want to move lower for the next leg? Or are we going to hold and now go higher? Back to all-time highs. That's kind of what I'm watching today. And we've already put in low of the week so far on Tuesday. Wednesday, bullish expansion. Kind of looking for the same thing on Thursday. But kind of just in this consolidation with the high being swept. So today we need to kind of just stick to our guns until it shows us. Stick to our bias until it shows us a reason to get short, right? So that's the rundown. And obviously we're giving away one of these indicators at the end of the stream. So stay tuned for that. Giveaway until open. Nah, man, we did the giveaways at the end for the people who stick around. Can't have these freeloaders coming in on the beginning, getting what they want and leaving. You gotta hang out with me, man. You guys just seem like some gold diggers. You just want me for my trades and my giveaways. They just want to use me for my trades. But I'm hyped. A new day, new opportunities to see what we're cooking with this morning. I don't know about you guys, but I'm hyped. Wait, wrong screen. Let me log in. Yeah. We're in. Locked in. Indicator diggers. You like hanging out with me, Pookie Bear? The GT4RS giveaway is not happening. I don't know who told you that. You need to get your money back. Word on the street is wrong. Word on the street. But we can go look at oil real quick. I mean, this thing is all over the place. SMT at these lows, as you can see. Maybe we'll get a nice setup on oil later this week. Back into these highs. Because you got SMT down here. The daily, sweeping out a daily low. It's looking pretty decent. I mean, maybe we can get a 15-minute setup on oil today. We can trade a candle 2 to the upside. Right, SMT the daily lows. We can trade candle 2 back up here. Because look at the 4 hour. We can go to RB and all that stuff. But you're going to have a candle 3 closure here at 10 o'clock on all 3 of these. So we could look for a 15-minute entry off this candle 3. Closure here. And the structure looks pretty decent. I mean, you have nice down close candles. So we'll keep tabs on that. Let me mark that yellow or bullish. I'd much rather trade it when it's moving like this than in this chop, right? So that's another thing we can watch. If this doesn't really play out, we can trade the invalidation of this bias as well to the downside. Plenty of opportunity, plenty of things to watch today. Another day, another dollar. Can I watch ES? It looks bearish to equal lows. I think these equal lows here, but I'm really just monitoring until it gives me some really obvious like price action, like closing below the 50%, just dumping really hard. I'm bullish. I don't really care that we swept out this high. It would make sense if we did dump, after taking out this high, but I'm still sticking to my guns until I'm bullish until proven bearish. Does that make sense? We got people speaking another language in the chat. We got MMSM and DTF. I don't even know what DTF is. I don't even know what language you're speaking. But yeah, I'm just kind of just sticking to my bullish bias based on the daily closers until proven otherwise, right? I get it. We've put in a previous day high sweep here, but really just looking for continuation higher for now. 4 hour, getting a retracement. Same here in YM. You have equal highs here. Just kind of watching this like curvature here. And this would be your classic expansion week if it is Tuesday low a week, expand Wednesday, expand Thursday, expand Friday higher. But we're still in this mess, But we've hit that weekly imbalance on Tuesday. Saw a reaction out of it Wednesday. It was slow. We had NVIDIA earnings yet last night. Pretty sure they beat, didn't they? Yeah, they beat. It's still just hanging out. I'm kind of where it closed. Right down here. And that's hilarious because people think, oh, option, we're going to YOLO some earnings here. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. Right? But look where it closed out, right here. Option, you saw the volatility here. And now we're kind of just opening up where we closed. Right? So it's not 50-50 with the earnings plays. You actually have a 1 in 3 chance of winning, not 50-50. Because we can just go sideways and you can get IV crushed on the options if you know how options work. So it's not 50-50 up or down. It can open up sideways right where it closed and everyone loses. So earnings. You're literally just gambling at that point, unless you know something. But even then, they beat on earnings, and we're opening at the same. We're opening around the closing price. Hasn't moved. So you never really know. What's up, D Howie? What's up, Esteban, Louis, the regulars, Tyler, Evolix, Ari. See some familiar people in here. See some newer people in here. Yes. Open in 10 minutes, 11 minutes. What's it going to be? Yeah, I remember you guys. I'm in here every day. What's up, Kolu? Ahmed? The people's names who are hard to pronounce. Broken Space, Carson. If your name's hard to pronounce or just spelled like in a way I can't really pronounce it properly, I just don't say it as much because I don't want to like offend you. But we can change your name. E Prime Algo, J Blue, Keith James, Ahmed. Is it Hamed or Ahmed? You know? Don't take it personal if I butcher your name. But we got 9 minutes. 9 minutes, 30 seconds until we open up here. I'm looking at the 4 hour. You technically do have a candle 2 closure confirmed now. On the 4 hour. But like, it's not a real reversal candle, you know? It just has a really long way to the downside. Longer than the upside. But we can watch. Here's your candle 3. I like trading candle 2s. Right? Like this candle here to the downside. When you have SMT at the highs. We don't really have SMT. No? That's a nice confluence to have. But everything has been taken out. Previously high. See? So it's nice when you have SMT because that's like, oh shoot, like, all right, reversal is higher probability of playing out. When there's a crack in correlation, that's when you can get reversals, you know? But right now, this low has been taken out on YM. Still pending here on NQ. Still pending on ES. So there's a little SMT to the downside. But we really just need to watch how we open up. And we'll keep tabs on gold and oil as well. For that 4 hour, 15-minute entry. I mean, I'll be honest, this looks kind of pretty bearish. Just off the daily profile. But we'll see how we open. Have you seen the boys finale yet? No, I was on episode 5 of the last season and fell asleep at with 10 minutes left. So I shut it off and went to bed. Yo, don't spoil the show. I'm about to cut the chat off. Something about Butcher. Don't spoil the ending. I'm not looking at the chat for another 10 minutes. Seven hour for daily profile? Yeah, and I just have this indicator. I've always been using this colored indicator to kind of see how it plays out. But this indicator just aligns with the 7 hour candles. So you can use whatever. Asia, London. But I wouldn't mind a sweep down here. Or just SMT to go higher. We still have this high. But again, I wouldn't blame the market for wanting to sell off after sweeping this previous day high at a daily imbalance right here. So we got like 5 minutes. Right now, it's 50-50. Half the people are bearish, half the people are bullish. Which indicator did I use for the ADR? It's this one. Average range levels. I just have everything mostly turned off. Just showing the daily stuff. If you're a swing trader, you can maybe use like the average range for the weekly and the monthly. I mean, silver. I can't even trade silver. Margins are too high. We're going to get a trade today, and we're going to buy a new PC today. Should I buy it live on stream? Just order everything. I already got a new laptop. It's time to get a new desktop. I think I want to get a Windows. Or I could get like, do you think a Mac Mini would support like the streaming and the trading until I get like move out of here and then get a nice office setup and then get an actual like big desktop PC? Or Mac Mini? Like how much are Mac Minis? $800? Because I could drop like $7,000 on like a Mac Daddy, like 5090 NVIDIA graphics card, like high-end AMD processor, all that. All these people getting Mac Minis and using Claude bots, making the price go up. But I can get like the base model for $800. 16 gigs. That'll be enough. What do we think? Your Mac is powerful. Need a good graphic card. Yeah. I have a MacBook Air. Kristen says, can you elaborate on your bias until proven guilty? The recent volatility has been rough. Do you have specific levels preset that you would invalidate your bias? Or with candle closures? Yeah, I mean, I'm bullish because of the candle 2 closure here. Candle 3 expansion. I'm looking for the candle 4 expansion now to trade away from the swing point. So we're still above 50% the previous day. So like if we start closing below here and accelerating to the downside, then I might flip and trade the invalidation of that bias. But if we just kind of come down here, sweep this low, and put in like a closure down here, then I'll look to trade it higher. Or have some kind of SMT, right? We already have SMT at this low. It's just kind of, I'm bullish until proven bearish, right? But I could understand us wanting to sell off sweeping previous day high here and hitting a daily imbalance right here. So I'm just sticking to my guns based on the daily candle closures for now. In the weekly profile being Tuesday low week, and expand the rest. But if this thing wants to just roll over and sell off today, then I could see that also playing out. I just need to see how we open. I'm not really hopping in trades before the open anymore because it's been this, you know. I mean, the past couple of weeks have not been easy. Consolidation, long wicks on both sides. Whereas when it's very clear where we're going and trending, it's a lot easier to get on side. But we've just been taking a breather after this run up the past like month or two. That's why you're seeing this run, and we're getting a new phase of price, right? Hope that helps. Starting your first prop from eval today. Which firm? It's 9:30. It's funny. Gold kind of looks like indices. Like you have the candle 2 closure. Here you have the candle 4 we're trading. This would be a candle 3. You're trying to trade upside. But this thing looks like it wants to invalidate, honestly, and go lower after sweeping this high. I need to see what indices do. Because right now, if this thing just wants to run, I'll start looking for an entry. Because we already have SMT here. And this hourly low has been swept. SMT just stands for smart money technique. And it's just when correlated assets are not aligned, right? There's a cracking correlation between correlated assets. So like this low has been swept on YM. And it has it. So there's SMT here, right? Painting it here. And when you have SMT present, that's when reversals are higher probability, right? So you can see here we had an SMT, and the market kind of reverses. Right? So when there's not SMT present, reversals are not as high a probability. So that's why I like trading candle 2s if we're going to reverse off a previous day high when there's SMT there, you know? But if there's not, then I kind of just like am not as confident in trading this candle lower. That makes sense. You always have to wait on a retest. The previous candle's 50%? No. It could just open up, make a small wick, and go higher and start running overnight. The 50% is just a mechanical way to measure wick size. Because remember, we want small wicks for expansion candles. Reversal candles have long wicks. So the 50% of a previous candle is just a mechanical way to measure wick size. That's it. ES took Asia lows. Not for me. Not yet. This thing looks like it wants to just move lower. Even on the 7-hour profile, like you have Asia making the high of the day. London closes below Asia for continuation. So you're kind of just looking for continuation in New York. So I'm going to tag these bearish just because we're probably going to trade invalidation off this high. Still need to see what we're going to do here. Why I'm selling off a bit. Still just in this range. We swept out a previous 4-hour low here. On one NQ. Got a nice win on gold yesterday though. A short. Right here. On this move down. And then we had that news and it just spiked. So off the bat, looks like YM's weaker. We're holding here on NQ and we have somewhere in the middle in ES as usual. So if I'm looking for longs, I want to kind of focus on NASDAQ. And so far you have this early Change of state delivery that's been printed off this 1 hour low. But I'm going to need to see some kind of like continuation setup for him. I'm not just going to long right here. I'm trying to call a bottom. I want to see it, basically prove it to me. And then I'll look to get long, right? And also there's this 1 hour imbalance up here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I kind of need to like, if you're going to wait for the closure, you need to wait till 10 at this point. Because this 30 minutes going to close at 10. Hour's going to close at 10. The 4 hours going to close at 10. So if you're waiting for closures, you need to wait till 10 o'clock. Otherwise, you can get a 15-minute closure at 9:45 and look for a 1-minute entry. But that's like a pretty early entry, in my opinion. I like doing those. Like if you already have a clear, like, you know, one-sided draw and it's already kind of moving in that direction, you have way more confidence. But if it's just in a consolidation kind of like this, it's choppy, and it's kind of 50-50 off the high, you're still looking for it to prove itself and respect 50% to go higher, then like I'm not as confident taking a 15-minute closure. I'd rather just wait till 10. But when the chat is 50% bullish, 50% bearish, you know. They kind of wait. I mean, you have this low from yesterday. Then I probably just target this low. Oil. Looks like it really wants that. Be sick if we close. You know, up at the highs. See how these expansion candles have a little shorter wicks, right? We'll be sick if we kind of close up here, dip into this 15-minute imbalance for a new protected swing to go higher. Yeah. Maybe take out this high to dip back down. This thing's still kind of just chopping around. If you're looking for shorts, I'd be focused on YM. It kind of looks like accumulation, manipulation, distribution, right? Pretty clear too. You sweep the previous day high, immediately back in the range off this consolidation here. So but again, like if this thing had swept the high and like NASDAQ hadn't, I might be looking for shorts at this point. But the fact everything's kind of in sync at the moment, and this thing's kind of just holding strong. If we start to reverse off YM here, you could just start pushing higher on NQ. Anybody in any trades? Or are you guys being good boys and waiting like me? Who's in a trade? Again, I like the strength here. Definitely want to be in NASDAQ if you're looking for longs. YM for shorts. Gold shorts, being a good boy waiting. You're waiting. Amazing results when I follow the rules. Yeah. Just gotta be patient. I'm ready to get out of this though. Back and forth. 10 o'clock in about 15 minutes. Yeah. It's been mixed open, I feel like every day. The opening drives of each asset have just been like a mix. So that's unfortunate. But this tough price action, you'll be surprised. It's not gonna I hope it's not like this forever, you know? I don't think it will be. But like look at the weekly candles on. Let me just hide. Look at the weekly candles on YM, dude. We've been in this barcode for 8 minutes. So, I mean, how long? A month? Longer than a month. Well, actually, yeah. A month. 31 days. Let's see how we close here on gold. Some nice down close candles here. Haven't done much except chop around here at the open. On NASDAQ at least. YM. It's dropped. You have some balance right here. Just need to watch that. That'd be a nice POI to get short on, honestly. we are just going to continue to sell off. How long have I been trading? Since 2020, so like 6 years. Is ES taking out the current day low? No. This would be it right here. So it is not. We got 31 likes on the stream. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. We're going to do a giveaway in the stream. That'll be probably around 11ish. Or if we get a dub, just hop off after that and do the giveaway. So yeah, watch this imbalance on YM. If that gets respected, we're probably not going to get a bullish closure here in the next 15. But I kind of like YM's structure better. Like at least it's kind of has some like swing highs and lows to it. This thing's kind of just in this range. We can also watch how this 4-hour closes. So we're driving up into that imbalance there, as you can see. Oh. You're like hitting this. I mean, these long, like, here's the thing about YM though. Look at the daily candle. Long wick on this side. I know we're like at 50%, so like technically, mechanically speaking, it's not a long wick, but kind of just looks like a megaphone, you know? Just fine. You could get a fixed 2R back into the range. It doesn't have to take out the high, but you have equal highs here. Just a kind of a wacky daily profile. Whereas this is kind of like more of a consolidation with SMT at the lows, you know? So this could technically be like your New York reversal daily profile that has SMT. Right? A little bit tricky price action if you're trying to make sense of it. But as for that 5-minute imbalance, let's watch. What's she gonna do? How do I consider a wick long? Just using the 50% of the previous candle. It's a mechanical way to do it. Here's YM. At least YM's printing like imbalances and has some nice structure. Like even this looks like a little AMD. Gold. Hourly. I wouldn't expect gold to come back up here. Just maybe look back into the range. Unless some kind of tweak comes out. This is chop. This is chop. This is at least has some kind of like, you know, structure to it. Maybe YM's the one to trade. If we don't get anything, just chop here and we kind of move here. We'll watch. Wait till 10. We got 9 minutes until the 10. Or 8 minutes until 10 o'clock. She ready. She's ready. Some tweet come out or something. Probably. Or is it just volatility? Quiet and challenging week, yeah. I'm slightly red on the week. We were break even yesterday. I think I'm down like half an hour. Like 0.75 hour or something like that. One win. We're back up for the week. I'd be actually up if I took that gold trade yesterday with you guys. About to get a 5-minute early CISD here. I'm going with gold. Same thing. Maybe we take these off. Just kind of be neutral on this for now. We need to see how we close. Any X count for news? Walter Bloomberg is good. Fast stock market news. FSMN. FSMN. It's not. I don't know if it's TradingView freezing it or if it's my broker or what. I could just also just execute on my phone where I'm not streaming. But honestly, in this market, like I kind of like using limits. Anyways. So obviously we've disrespected this 5-minute imbalance off these lows, these hourly lows here. And 7-hour profile is looking like what? Bit tricky with this long wick here. The equal highs right here. And we've dipped into this imbalance, right? 4-hour imbalance as well. So if we can get a setup to the upside, I'll be looking for that to go long. Even on gold, I mean, we've hit 50%. These down close candles here. So I'm looking for something to the upside across the board. Oil down. There must have been some kind of news. Some kind of tweet we don't see. Oh, wait. Iran official denies Supreme Leader uranium directive. So it's just a back and forth, like, thing of like, oh, he said, she said, and the market's just going up and down. Hey, we want this in our deals. Okay, we can do it. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, never mind, our leader said no. And the market's just going like this. Off the tweets. Such a fun market. We're about to get that closure in 4 minutes. I wouldn't mind a 5-minute continuation higher. This is still like, there's really nothing to like enter on here. There's no imbalances or like any kind of like structure, honestly. We dug up into this 5-minute imbalance here. Hitting these opening price of this candle. Even ES. I mean, at least ES might have a chance to create an imbalance. Even a 3-minute here on ES. We'll be able to enter on, depending on how the 4-hour closes, a 15-minute, right? We'll be able to enter on a 5-minute or a 3-minute. Maybe even a 1-minute. Come into this imbalance or sweep out a low. Gold looks cleaner. Just a little deep retracement. Some highs here. You do have some of these like failure swings here, you know. So just need to see an imbalance. I'll definitely take a gold trade. Or call it out again for you guys if it presents itself. Let's see how this closes in the next minute. Really just want to make sure that like this isn't some liquidity grab, you know, to sweep some highs and then roll back over and go lower. And we do that by waiting for a continuation to form versus sweeping highs and then just rolling through this imbalance, right? We want to see this imbalance hold, then trade that. That's why I trade continuations. I don't just enter on the reversal because you're just trying to call a bottom until it proves itself. It's a way higher probability of playing out than just trying to call a bottom. What's up, Statue Vlogs? Grinch says, watching you has really helped my trading. I just asked myself, what would Zach do now? Should we get a bracelet? WWZD. What would Zach do now? No, I appreciate it, man. That's why I do this. That's why I'm on here. And you're back at 50% of this range on YM. But again, we're aligning ourselves with what the daily candle closures. Looking for higher prices. So there's your closure. I'm getting alerts. 4-hour closure is nice across the board. Gold, you have an imbalance here. We've tapped into now. Okay, we get it. I'm just getting alerts for these 15-minute, 4-hour. Bullish candle twos. So yeah, gold. You want to see it form the wick in here in this hourly? Then move higher. Here's your 4-hour closure. Here. Here. We need to see some kind of like pullback now so we can long. So now if we tap into here and form some kind of down close candle, I'll go long on YM. We've already tapped into this imbalance now, right here. Gold's tapping into here. Let me check the margins on gold. See how many I can get. I'm not missing the gold trade again. I can get like 6 contracts on here. I was trying to get 9 yesterday. That's what I was getting rejected. This thing might just run, bro. Annoying. The indices. Whack. Maybe you could have gotten in like here or here. A tiny imbalance. Like, what is that? That's the high. No, there's no imbalance there. Personally, gold looks pretty clean. This imbalance needs to hold though, right? Because remember I said I don't like to enter before we form some kind of continuation. Right? I want to see us now close above here. I'm looking for longs on anything, man. I'll take whatever I can get. Preferably, I mean, YM looks pretty good structure-wise. There's no real imbalances here, except if we form one here. Or have a pullback on a 5-minute. Anything else is just like a 1-minute. I'm honestly looking for something on a higher time frame. We're looking. Gold seems like the highest potential because we're having this pullback off the open to form the wick. We want to trade the body higher. Your bot went long. Some people also like if we form like a nice closure here, like close above 50%, some people just hop in long with their stop below the imbalance, but honestly, I'm just gonna wait for the closure above. I've seen it also just like mess around in here and then go lower. Like kind of chop through it. Equal highs here. Yeah, pullback would be nice. I wouldn't even mind like a 15-minute entry or something. Just don't want to see it chop around and kind of want to just see it reverse. All right, so let's close up here now. I mean, gold looks pretty clean. Everybody just trying to sell this thing overnight. Let's go higher. Just got to be aware of this hourly imbalance. It's not been touched yet. Above this high. But I'll be honest, I kind of like the gold. If it closes. While we wait for this, let's look at here, make sure we're not missing anything. You have a 5-minute imbalance here. Again, we've swept some highs, so you'd want to see it hit this imbalance, confirm it, right? And then we'll trade the continuation off of it. Technically, you could long 3-minute off here. There's a tiny, what's the high? 94, the low. 96, there's a tiny 3-minute imbalance right here. So if we do close above here, technically you can long that on a 3-minute. So that's potential entry if this doesn't play out. But if we close bearish here on like a 15-minute or a 30-minute, we might just go lower off this 1 hour imbalance, remember? So, like I said, we need to make sure this isn't just some liquidity grab to go lower. And preferably we close and stay inside here and don't close outside of the imbalance. See why I don't just enter on the imbalance? Like it could just run right through it. I want to see the continuation play out, and I'll enter off that. The fair value god does not even use fair value gaps. It kind of looks like YM stronger now. We'll see. I'll take the long off NASDAQ. Doesn't it though? You have clear targets. And same here, I guess. Like this high. This thing is just a chop fest at the moment. $40, $50 handle stops, not too bad. If you're using the low. Gold not popping yet. You have some kind of highs up here. So let's see. We're going to get this closure here. Like a fixed 2R. Which kind of aligns with these, these projections right here. I'll take this long. Let the wick be formed on the 30-minute. Got 20 more minutes for this candle to expand. Because it doesn't look like gold's popping yet either. I'd rather trade indices anyways. We got 2 minutes on this candle. I mean, you could do ES too. You said this 5-minute imbalance, which is kind of sketch. That should be a breakaway gap, right? We're wicking that opening price. Well, depending on which one we get the closure, maybe we just hop in on ES instead. We can have it prepped for both. This is a pretty nice trade. Imbalance here. I'm just going to set my target there for now. But yeah, it needs to close above here, this opening price. Kind of showing a little. It's holding here. Filled in this imbalance. Still above 50%. Previous candle on gold. See how this thing, it kind of. Just keeps kind of like wicking this price and not wanting to close above. It just looks kind of sketch. But fuck it. It's aligned with everything we're looking for. We'll see. Yeah, see, it's wicking that price. So no entry for me. You have this imbalance down here on the 5 minute. They kind of want to like retest this breaker structure, you know? Or sweep out this low and then go. So we'll just watch. Fuck it. I don't want to go to court. This thing's still hanging out. It's alright though. It's an hourly candle. It has some time. Just don't like how it's closed below the 50% of this imbalance. Ideally, it just hits that and closes above. But it literally hasn't moved. Just hanging out here. Hasn't really confirmed this on the 15 minute either. Right? This 4 hour closure hasn't been confirmed yet. Let's see. We're going to test this 5 minute imbalance, or is this just a grab of liquidity to roll out of this hourly imbalance here? It's just been back and forth. See, this thing isn't really selling off, just hanging out. Yeah, like I can understand if it wants to sell off this. You know, we called it the imbalance, opening price here being hit. It's just we had this like expansion met with expansion. I'm not looking some volatility. So if we close above like this down close candle now, I'll go long. We swept out a low. When's the last time we had a 5 minute imbalance on NQ? Who can find it? The tiny one here. But that's the last one that I see. Alright, so we're hitting this imbalance on the 5 minute. If this thing puts in some like SMT here, we can go long on YM. We're literally just, yeah, chilling like he said in the chat. Keith says indices just hanging around the open. Yep. Just in this consolidation here. At least this has some kind of like structure, you know? But gold, not wanting to pop off this. So it's quite unfortunate. Because now it just looks like it wants to roll lower. After taking some highs, you know? We can watch. Hold up. Technically, if we close above here, you can go long. Let's stop on the low here on YM. I might do that. Better RR than stop all the way down here. And this thing is looking like the strongest. This looks like the weakest now. So that's just what I'm seeing. Let's watch. I'll do it. Let's go back to the other side of the range. Equal highs right here. Let's close the charts and go top out the old GT4. It's nice out. It's like 80s. Can we get a setup? Can we get a setup? I want the closure. Yeah, look at this gold. ES. Spot the difference. Yeah, that was for the tone of Dora. Alright, let's get ready real quick on this. If it doesn't want to pop like last second. Yeah, but look at the 1 hour of this 1 hour imbalance. Not very bullish. We have S&T now. The low is being taken out. But YM holding strong. Should get a 15-minute closure here. Open dump. About to get a new 30-minute candle. Is why I'm gonna follow, or are we gonna get a setup on the 5-minute? But it looks like we want this low. New low a day. So but if we do reverse off this, maybe that helps our trade idea over here. Well, there's nothing in here that I would have wanted to trade, right? We were looking for continuation, didn't get it. So we're just getting the range expanded. And this is not a consolidation strategy that we're trading. Appreciate it, Scott. It's only Thursday, though. Weekend's not over yet. Why you could give a setup in the 30-minute? Holding strong. We've tapped into this 15-minute imbalance now. What's the low? Yeah, by a tick here. Same thing with this 5-minute. Below this low. Sweeping it out. So, yeah, nothing really to trade except this long setup if it plays out, if it prints. Or 36 minutes left in this hourly. Would be sick. Did we rebalance this? $25. The low here is, yeah, we immediately rebalanced this range right here to the tick. Memorial Day is next week as well. On Monday. I just want my longs on YM. We reverse off here and we have S&T. That should help us here. Unless this thing just reverses and it dumps now. Because it's opposite day, apparently. We're hanging out right at 50K on YM. Good lord. What does the market come to? All right, let's close above now. Looking for this. You know? See, it hasn't really expanded down. This has just been kind of like a choppy retracement, you know? So until it starts printing imbalances on the way down, I'm just viewing this as expansion met with expansion, which is a reversal. Right, expand higher, retracement to go higher. That's all I'm looking at. Just need that closure to confirm it. Make this a protected low. So I can now hop in with my stop at this new protected low. The draw being what? This high. This high day. Let's get it started. No, we don't want any Trump tweets. Let me hop in first before he tweets. Because they're just talking shit online. It's like, oh, he said Iran's tweeting, talking trash. Let me tweet. That's all it is. So anything he says is gonna like help us, I feel like. He's gonna clap back at Iran. We figured it out. That's been the pattern of his behavior. Nice. Just need to kind of close around here and hang out. I don't want to see it run without me. I mean, gold. You're about to get a closure above here. If you're a gold trader, you can watch that. Stop here or something like this. But I'll be honest, YN looks like the best option out of all these. Got a minute till it closes. Also a minute until new 30-minute. But we've immediately rebalanced this range. There's no 1 hour imbalance here. So our stop is at this hourly low. Looking to trade the body higher. Yeah, I agree. It's kind of BS. Get my limit in. Come on, baby. Give us the closure. All right, I'm in with my limit. You can mark it in here. I'm limiting in because I don't want to freeze. But you want to watch this high. How do we react there? Boy. Oh, don't look me like that. Yes. You should be in this. Not financial advice. Let's see. We're going to retrace off this high. Get me in. Pop higher. Let's see. New 30-minute candle here with no wick, I think. Open. There's a tiny 1-tick wick. But I'm willing to try it. Just mark it. It's not the broker, bro. It's my computer because I'm streaming. It can't calculate how many contracts it wants to get me in for. Let's get a retest. We can immediately rebalance this 30-minute range. Get me in. All right. A little pullback off this high to get me in is what I'm looking for. But yeah, you can market order in like right now if you're not in the trade. Stop at this low. And you have NQ retracing off those lows. Still have equal lows below with current low a day. Come on down. I know it looks kind of like a shitty close or candle here on the 5-minute. But I'm playing off this hourly, right? So yeah, you might get a little noise on the 5-minute. But we swept out the previous candle's high here and retraced. And now we closed above, so protected low here. All right, I'm in. Let's see. Is it going to play out or not? Cancel all these little one orders. 25. Confirm. All right. Your boy is in. Risking 1R, 4,800. What you need, right? The reason off this pullback, I'm watching this 5-minute imbalance here being hit. This retracement here. So we want to see this candle 4 hold, right? This is a candle 4 on a 30-minute. So you can see here, this 3-minute imbalance aligned with the candle 4 on the 30-minute. Don't want to see it come down here where our stop is on this 30-minute imbalance, you know? We want to see us run from here. But we're digging into these down close candles right here. So, let's see. It's not a very good closer off that high, but it's not up to me anymore. It's just kind of annoying because Wine's been moving like inverse of everything. And if we are going to run here, I don't want to see it roll over now, you know? Don't do me like that. I wish I could play some music on here. Guess I could, but you guys wouldn't get the chapters, the transcripts, remember? Because whenever I play copyrighted music on stream, it makes it so I can't generate a transcript. And I use that transcript to get chapters for the streams. So you can go back and rewatch them and jump to the moments you care about. What about 15-minute imbalance? We've already tapped into that 15-minute imbalance right here. This low is a tick lower than this low. So we've tapped into it already. So I'm playing off that idea. But let's see. That's not a very bullish closure, right? Just hanging out around opening price of this hourly candle. We just need him to say, hey, war's over. You're in a sell. I'm in a long. May the best man win. Talking about getting a toll on the Strait of Hormuz. Filled in that 3-minute imbalance. Still at 50% of the previous candle. Let's see. Other indices are starting to retrace higher. I was hoping that would help push up why I'm here, but it is not at the moment. But yeah, the lack of follow through has been really annoying across the board. I'm also glad I didn't put my stop with the bodies because I'd be getting stopped out right now. And the trade's still valid, right? The slow's still intact. $200 people on the live. Oh, let's go. This is the most amount of viewers we've ever had. You will get stopped. I'm in NQ shorts. We'll see. Just follow my system, man. But the fact you're in shorts makes me even more confident in my trade. About 200 viewers, they start turning on hard mode. Maybe. May the best system win. At 200 viewers, you start getting people shit talking you. That's what it is. Where's your stop this high? When I start doing lives every day, a few months ago. So we just filled in that 5-minute imbalance on the indices here. Let's see. Would be ashamed to flip flop. If we roll, right, this is looking like a candle 2 closure early. So, lack of follow through there. Quite annoying, right? Didn't get the move we wanted. So I want to be out of that, right? Let's see. $30-minute imbalance being hit. The problem is, let's see. Yeah, gold just chopping around, not doing much. But I would take that trade 10 times out of 10 again. Let's see. We're just at 50% in this range. Just hanging out. Stop cooking your evals. I'm not trading for you. Hmm. It was looking so good too, right? We had the 1 hour closure. Confirmed it, protected the low, right? Just didn't get that expansion here on this hourly candle like we wanted. But you're in NASDAQ shorts. Let's see how that plays out for you. Because right now, it's looking like back to the other side of the range. Let's see. Ideally, you want to see it close back below here if you're looking for shorts on NQ. I'm not even going to watch gold. Oil. Looks like shit. It's all getting synced. I mean, you have these equal lows. That low a day. Just a real shit day, honestly. This looked decent, you know, which is why I wanted to long this. Still get a 15-minute entry long off this. If it's just going to sweep my stop here and then go higher. Should be quite annoying. So we can watch this 15-minute closure here. I'll try it again. We'll go for that high. On a 15-minute. Hey, Ronnie, where's your stop? I'll mark it out. It stops at all-time highs. It's 29,339. So this high. Got it. Yeah, what are we doing right here? What are we doing? I'm tired of the tweets, bro. Don't you do me like that? Chop City. Let's see. You want, if you're bearish, you want to see this 3-minute inverse. I'm watching paint dry at this point. We got 10 minutes until new hourly. Look at what we've done so far this morning. Swapped out a low here. What are we doing? Yes, the thing about trading, man, everything can align with your setup, and it just fails on you. You got to be okay with it. I mean, technically, hopping on a 15-minute here. Oh, shit. 4-hour closure here. Sweep some highs. This thing does not want to run yet. I mean, you got equal lows. There's closure below that. Decent. Why I'm just hanging out. But nothing's really wanting to move. We're just meat grinding. Meat riding. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a like. Down negative 1R on this YM trade. But and until it's over. I just don't really see much at this point that looks that good. I mean, it kind of just looks like garbage across the board at this point. Maybe a 3-minute. It just looks like garbage. Can you guys still see me? Did my stream get disconnected for a second? Can you guys still hear me? See me? Okay, cool. So SMT at these 30-minute lows right here at the moment. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, all we've done since open right here. Let's go up and down and up and down and up. This is like the only thing that was looking decent, you know? Everything else just buns. But you're about to get this hourly closure. Let's go hunt Ronnie's stop. Let's go hunt Ronnie's stop. YM looking a little 30-minute. I can't be the only one who gets hunted today. The fact we just kind of keeps chilling in this imbalance right here. It literally feels like I'm watching a kid with the marker. Just like paint what the market's going to do today. I mean, you have SMT at these lows. They don't need to be taken out. When the 15 minutes choppy, that's how you know there ain't much going on. Like, what? I think we're just waiting for a tweet now. Who's going to call Trump? Tell him to tweet. I mean, like what? Did we attempt YM again? She kind of looks primed. Looks primed for higher. This thing looks ready to take this high out. Let's see. I mean, this thing has not done shit. Inside bar on the hourly here on gold. What happened to trading, dude? The markets have been patched. Maybe I should just start OnlyFans or something. Did you guys buy my OnlyFans? But it's not gonna be any like nude pictures. It's just gonna be pictures of my family's dog. Would you buy it? Pictures of charts. So basically just start a paid Discord? Is that what you're saying? That's all it is. Instead of posting pictures of your body, you're just posting pictures of charts. I mean, we could get a 5-minute short on YM. I'll be honest. Here. Candle 2 closure. Now off this imbalance. I'm just going to feel like a damn idiot if we short here. It just runs. But Well, it goes up, must come down, huh? I mean, if you're looking here, guess you could have the London reversal. It's just these highs are sketch, but we've already swept this high, so don't even need this low. We can just get a fixed 2R. What game do you want to play? The short game or the long game? Maybe we just hop on the short game. My camera died. I have it fully charged too. I actually got 30% left. I mean, this thing hasn't done much. Making higher highs, it looks like it's trying to. We're kind of just hanging out on top of this like breaker pattern right here. This structure. God, it's looking so good. You know, a little retracement, sluggish retracement down, new protected low, close above, hop in on our limit, right at higher, but nope. Gold's not doing a thing. This candle open. It's looking really dry out there at the moment. Look at the daily candle here and here. We're just inside this range, hanging out. God, the pattern trader in me wants to just take this short. We'll stop here. But I'm not going to do it. Like you could maybe hop in here, stop here, but I'm not. Like this. Well, I'm not going to. We're not doing much. Why does gold look like ES? Isn't that weird? Minus the highs up here. Like literally look at this. Up, chop, down. Up, chop, down. Reversal. Look. Same thing here. Like why does gold look the exact same? That's sketch. Dude, gold is more correlated than YM at the moment. I just want this low to be taken out so we can like maybe get something juicy. Some movement. Oil up. YM down off that idea. And shoot, your 2R would have been what? Right around here. This hourly low has been taken out. So you want to see it close below that and continue lower on the 5-minute. But if I was in this, I'd be break even at this point. Honestly, we're already so close to your target. Yes, new low a day, right? Or almost. YM close to hitting that 2R. Yeah, I'd be like break even on this. 100%. Can we get it? I feel like I'm losing brain cells watching this. I mean, dude, you got SMT at these lows right here. Whether that matters or not, who knows? One of those days where you kind of just got to sit. And wait. We'll do the giveaway here in a second. We'll run the giveaway. We'll give it to like 11:30, then we'll do the giveaway. See how this 30-minute candle closes. See how this 15-minute candle closes. Because, brother, see, I'd be break even here. I was in that. Need some milk, man. If you close candle 2 here. My problem is this hourly isn't out of POI, this closure. This 30-minute closure here. Reach early in the longs. Time to take out this high. Here we go. Yo. Todd said I'm in short. Uh-oh. I'll pray for you. Let's see. We're just chopping around. What they saying on Twitter? Oil's down, gold's up, everything's up at the moment. Dude, close BE. Are we going to get our target now? Off this retracement? This is pretty sluggish compared to this expansion met with expansion, right? Do we just YOLO long the 5-minute? Trade this candle too? I mean, we got a new 15-minute here. Let's see. Can we get a 1-minute entry on YM? We got the 15-minute closure. Can we get a protected swing somewhere in this? Or that, right? We can get a little late morning scalp for the boys. Want to see this hold. Why am late morning scalp for the boys? Need to see this. Don't even need that target, Bran. We'll just go for this high. Let's see it. You only YOLO once. Can we get... Is it finally time? I don't see any news. You? Pakistanis will travel to Iran today. Remember, we want to see it close above. Don't care where the low gets made. Preferably respect 50% of this previous wick. You can see it's already marked out for us. Oh, and gold's trash. This looks like buns. This is still the only decent looking thing on planet Earth. Like how we're holding above 50% of that. Can we get the longs to get back, to get our get back on the day? My camera still got 20%. Five-minute range balanced out. Little 3-minute imbalance here. We want to dip into that first before going higher. All right, so a 3-minute imbalance. Hasn't really confirmed this yet. So you need to watch this. This is still a valid closure because we're off this 30-minute imbalance right here. I want to see it come down. I'm also watching this imbalance here on these because we could have some kind of SMT at this imbalance and still be a valid trade. But after this is like the only like decent. I wouldn't want to take this now. I mean, it's taking too long to close above. It just looks like consolidation. So I'd want to see this low swept, but I don't know, man. Kind of feels a little sketchy. I probably won't take this 1 minute. I want to see this low swept. I want to see it tap into here. We're about to get this 30-minute closure at 11:30. We'll see if this holds. It's a valid long. We got to demand it come into here. Everything else is kind of moving. Let's see. See how this is just taking forever to close above here? Even if it did it right now. On this candle. Oh, I wouldn't take that long. Let's say that's wrong. Switch to long bipolar trading. So Nasdaq's in this. Wait. No, nothing's in the imbalance yet. Now we're barcoding. Nice. Love it. Fun PA. Love the chop. But they're mean with it, bro. Look. Just leaving these lows. They're mean with it. Super mean. I mean, if you're like trading breakers. Pretty close above here. We're kind of just hanging out at that breaker. You know? But let's watch how this 30-minute closes in the next couple 3-minute candles here. And then we'll go from there. We'll do the giveaway, or we'll maybe have a setup. Who knows? It just kind of depends on how we close. This did not play out at all. Remember, we were looking off this 5-minute imbalance to hit and run. It just chopped for a full hour. All right, so we're hitting now. Let's observe. God, this morning did not fly by quick. I looked at the clock and it was like only 11. I was like, damn, it feels like 12. What am I doing? Just chilling. This shit. Just watching. Waiting. Do I trade outside of these hours? Not really. If anything, I'll just hop in a swing overnight. Like at nighttime and then go. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll give it, like I said, we're gonna give it to like 11:30ish, and then go from there. If it just cuts right through this and makes a new low, then that would be unfortunate. But would also kind of fit with today's theme of just no follow through on anything. Like you, get that off my screen. It would have been nice if we had like some 15-minute oil longs, but nope. One more 3-minute candle and we'll have this closure. We're literally just hanging out at 50K. Right here. 50K is this red line. We've just been hanging out around it. All right. Let's see. Did I get 86 likes on stream? Let's go. Appreciate you guys. How is this 30-minute gonna close? It's not looking that good. We're not short? Because the PA sucks and my bias is bullish. This just looks like, you know, your retracement to go higher. But we're just chopping in the middle of this range. Hanging out. Let's see. Can we get the closure? I kind of hope this doesn't form so I can just get off. But we'll see. Awesome French. You don't want to watch me watch paint dry? Like I said, we're going to give it to like 11:30ish, which is like the next 10 seconds. See how this closes. And while this kind of forms, so see if it sets up, we'll do the giveaway. But if you're new here, welcome. You had the closure, but I mean, it kind of just looks like it wants to sell off. So let's do the giveaway. Giveaways, keyword. All right, we're giving away one of these indicators. What should be the keyword? Giveaway keyword is chop. Chop. Giveaway keyword is chop. Chop it up. Chop it up. Yeah, fuck this. I'm done watching this. I'm over it. You said it once, you're in. Here's the list of everybody that's in. But also, if you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Make sure you like the stream. If you're new, subscribe. Go live every weekday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Yeah, this thing's not playing out like we wanted. So with that, we call it, right? We'll end it here in the next couple minutes. So if you're not already in, make sure you enter. This looks so bad. Look at the 15-minute. Hell nah. Get me off here. Get rid of all my drawings. Oh, wait. I'm going to get my get back once we get out of this BS. Chop God. All right, we'll end it here in the next 30 seconds. So if you're not already in, got 46 people in. Make sure you enter. We'll pick it. All right. I'm ending it in 10 seconds. If you don't win, don't worry. We do giveaways in the Discord as well. So you can join that. It's pinned right here. Click the link. I invite you to join. Also, link in the description. All right. We're choosing a winner in 3, 2, 1. Mauricio from Chi-Town. You are the winner. Mauricio. Message me on Discord. I'll get you that code for 1 month free. And if you're not on Discord, just let me know in the chat right here. If you're on Instagram, X, whatever, DM me there. But congratulations, Mauricio. DM me on Discord preferably, but let me know. We will get you that code. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. Not much to look at. I mean, we took a loss on the chin today, but follow the system is what it is. No follow through. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll repeat the same process. Peace out. Go touch grass.